Hi everyone and welcome to episode number 8 of our ConfigMas 2022. My name is Johan and in this demo you will learn how to install CMTrace using Microsoft Intune. Demo time. First of all, have to give some credit to Jörgen Nilsson and his blog post from back in 2018 that provide you with a ready-made PowerShell script, installer and uninstaller to get CMTrace installed using Microsoft Intune, and also associate CMTrace with the .log extension or file extension. Now, the challenge with the CMTrace is that, as Jörgen writes here, it's not free. It's included with a ConfigMas license, and that is available for most folks that have an Intune license. But most maybe not cutting it all the way. So here's the official documentation. Most licenses that include Intune also grant you license to Config Manager and therefore also to CMTrace. So if you take a look over here, and I will share these links below the video here, it does state that Config Manager is included in the following plans, but it also states that it's not included in the 365 Business Premium plan. Also, since you clearly can see that educational licenses are not listed here, if you go to the M365 education listing and you search for Config Manager, you will find that only the A3 and A5 licenses has Config Manager included. So, as long as you're over any of these licenses for Intune, or if you have a different Config Manager license, obviously, then you have access to CMTrace. It's not so much being able to get it, it's more being licensed to use it. Now, why Microsoft simply don't embed or include CMTrace together with their IME agent, that's beyond me, but for now, this is a good way to get it installed. So what I've done here, I downloaded the zip file from Jörgen's blog, and that one contains the installer and uninstaller script. I copied them over to a demo folder I have. So I have a, let's see, here, Win32 Apps, I have my CMTrace, and I have my source. And this is where I have copied the CMTrace file from the ConfigMas ISO. So in my f:/ISO folder here, I have a config manager 2203 somewhere here. And if I go to the SMS setup folder, tools, that's where I got the CMTrace tool from. So I pasted it here together with Jörgen's script. And then I simply need to create a package out of this. So I will open up a command prompt. I will go to a folder where I have downloaded the content prep tool. So that tool is right here. And then I'm going to create a package out of that CMTrace file. So you're running this tool, source folder, CMTrace exe, and the package folder that we're going to put the package in. So let's do it. Perfect. I go to my package folder and I have an Intune package. Now I can go to my portal, Intune portal. Gonna log in. And first of all, I wanted to show you that I created a demo apps group. To which I added one of my laptops as a member. So the 5320 Dell here. Now, if I go to applications, I go to Windows, add the Win32 app as usual. Select the package file that I created. It was my CMTrace.intune win file here. Give it a good name, CMTrace. Description, CMTrace. publisher, Microsoft. And as an install command, I'm going to run that script that Jürgen provided. So this one here, and I'm going to start it through PowerShell. So this will be the installer, and this would be the uninstaller. Click next on that one. This is not going to do a restart anyway, so it doesn't really matter where I set the restart behavior to. Requirements, going to pick 64-bit. I'm going to just pick a version of Windows that's a little bit older than I have. Perfect. As a detection rule, I will add in a manual rule, and I'm going to add in a file rule saying that in the Windows folder, whoops, I have to type it correctly also, CMTrace.exe must exist, like this. Perfect, because Jürgen's script puts the CMTrace.exe in the Windows folder. No dependencies, no supersedence, no scope tags, and I'm going to assign it to that group I created, the demo apps group, to which I've added my Dell machine. Next, and wait until the app is ready. Perfect, the application is published. It was a very tiny application, so it goes quite quick to install. Normally, for applications, I would go in the assignment settings and make sure that the assignment is set to do a foreground deployment using delivery optimization. But since CMTrace is actually much smaller than the minimal file that will ever be peered through delivery optimization, I don't really gain much by changing that setting, so I'll skip it for now. So I head over to my Dell client. I have remoted into this one here, and either I can wait an hour until the next interval for IME kicks in, or I can simply force a sync by either restarting the service, or I can also go to the regular company portal if you have that installed. It's quite common that you install that to all devices. And if I go to settings on this one, the regular sync that you do here, that you sync for policies and whatnot, this one will actually also trigger an IME sync. So either way will work just fine. Typically, I just restart the service. It's simple, but sure enough, the application comes down here fairly quickly to the device. Keep an eye on the notifications here. Started the download and install. And now CMTrace was installed successfully. So I'm going to leave this window for now, or close it for now. And then I'm going to open up CMTrace from the Windows folder. And as you can see, it was already connected to view log files. Because normally CMTrace would prompt you and say, hey, would you like me to associate with log files? That was all for today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.